In this episode of Sailing Dark Angel, we continue our search for a cozy beach in Pipe Creek before an anchor dive reveals problems. Moving to our favorite spot in the shallows means a thorough dive to check our anchor area before the next squall blows in. If you like our videos, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. It's free for you and really helps our channel.
All right, we're going along the coast of this little island we've never been on before, and Lisa's keeping a sharp eye out for Bahamian saltwater crocodiles. And we're looking for a place where we can land the dinghy and get a little bit of beach space, kind of hang out.
Look at all the rocks.
Fun to swim over with a couple fish on it. Okay, so there's the sandy beach.
Knowing our luck, there's a barracuda.
Of course there's barracuda. I'm pretty sure that barracuda is following us around from Anchorage to Anchorage.
Yeah, it's all sand. All sand.
So we want to go there?
Yeah. We're in the tip. I like it on the tip.
You like the tip?
I like the tip.
Water over here. Right.
Running out of water. That's okay. It's shallow enough. It's shallow enough. Let's see how shallow it is. Woo! Got it. Come on, Em. Let's go for a walk. The shelf is going away. Go away. Go away, shelf. Look at this conch. Careful, don't hurt yourself. He's in there. You take him out to the rocks?
Apparently we're on the approach to somewhere. So to give you an idea where we are, Little Pipe Creek is over on the far side there. Sorry, Little Pipe Key is over on the far side there. There's some resorts here. It's a great big shallow flat over here. We're over there behind you, if you can see that boat. That's very near to our boat. And there's Joe Key. And you've got this big flat piece of island here that's really nice, but it's really shallow, very hard to get in here. Okay, I think I got her fixed up now. This is a sweet little spot right here. There's a boat going by. There's the center console out in the cut. There's another, I think it was a catamaran coming by down here. There's a resort here. Great big shallows here, and I don't know what that is. Might be another resort. Gorgeous little spot. It's so weird.
Hi, come on.
He was hovering right over you. not what I wanted to videotape.
I mean, no, none of that stuff is yours. None of it. Look at him. I bet you they're used to people coming here and eating.
Yep, they are. People bringing picnics. I got picnic.
I got your picnic. Your picnic? I got your picnic. I love sitting around here naked. It's awesome. It's trying so hard to storm right now. Like, you have no idea. You don't know minute from minute when it's going to start storming. And if it does, and you've got like the port lights open on the boat, you have to run back to the boat to close them all. I left the port lights open. But hopefully we don't get a squall today like we did, like, what, night before last? That was rough. And even last night our generator went on the fritz, and Dave had to fix it. And he was up till 11 o'clock because the generator got started late. 1 a.m. and the generator got started late. It's like, shit. So I'm down below sleeping by myself. And yeah, I know, whiny bitch. It looks like it's moving off.
It does.
Which is good. We had been down by like...
Big Major's Black Point.
Yeah, we got that.
We've been very lucky so far, dodging weather. So I guess with those seagulls, we must resemble another dinghy that's out here feeding these guys, because they keep dive bombing us. This is the second location that they've done.
So let me ask you something. With you recording everything, do you feel like it's your calling, or is this something that's an annoyance, or?
That's what I do, darling. I do.
Who said that? What movie?
Now, Serenity.
This is what I do, darling. This is what I do.
We do a lot of movie quotes and stuff because we're movie buffs, and if you get it, speak up in the comments and let us know you got it, because sometimes they fall flat in a room full of people, and you're like, how did nobody know that? My dad was saying there's so many rabbits around his camp that he told his neighbors around the campfire, I need to find a good recipe for Hassenpfeffer. And nobody got it. Do you get it? Tell me you get it. All right, we're back at the boat. I'm not saying there's a lot of current right now, but
Holy crap! Ah!
I'm trying to say,
What?
hanging on for dear life out there.
Oh man.
And that's why we have the rope out. So around 1:30 this morning or so, our anchor shifted and set off our anchor alarm. I have it set for a pretty tight radius because we're in a really tight spot. So it didn't take much of a shift. It was about 10 feet. And you can see it, this bottom corner right here. Obviously I had the circle set tighter, but this bottom corner, the anchor slipped a little bit. We're at slack tide, and it's no longer 1:30 in the morning, so we're gonna go and have a look at it. It did hold, we did cycle back around, there's a lot of current here, and it seems like it's okay. So let's go take a look at it, right? That's not good. It's not holding anymore. So it picked up and it's holding on that ridge of grass, which is not going to be any good if the wind comes up again. It does appear to be sand deer up here. We'll pick up the anchor, flash up the boat. We'll move up because, yeah, she's not holding. That's not good. Alright, go. Obviously that anchor location sucks, so we're gonna move. I think what we'll do is go back to where we normally go and just be real careful when we set up. The holding seems good here, but we're in a channel right here and it's really rippy current, like a lot. And you can see how shallow that gets right there, so there's not a lot of room. And then on the other side, there's another ridge here. So it's wider here, but there's more current here. So we're gonna go on the other side where it's narrow and shallow, but less current. The downside is, of course, over there, the holding is good. The holding's fair. The holding is fair over there, not great. See, we're in 16 feet, so that's 17.4 feet, 16.4 feet. Yep. And where we're heading is much shallower than this, like 6 feet, which improves the catenary on the chain. It makes the chain lay flatter and gives direct pull back on the anchor instead of pulling up on the anchor with less road. She says she has her, that means it's up off the bottom, so then I can start actually steering the boat where I want to go instead of just trying to maintain a slack chain. This is a really skinny anchorage, so what I've done is I've come very close to this ridge here. We're about 40 feet, 50 feet from it, and that gives us more space over here because it gets really shallow over there. Now there's still current ripping through here, and we've got a lot less chain out, but it's a lot shallower. So we're hoping that makes the difference. So the next thing we've got to do is dive this anchor and make sure it's actually holding. I pulled back 2,000 RPMs on it, which is a lot. And we seem to be set up. We're doing 0.0 knots. So 4.4 feet of depth. We're at low tide, and that's actually add 2.1 feet to that to get the actual depth of the water. So 6.5, 6.4 feet of water, and we draw 3.5 feet. So there's a few feet still under us, unless we go that way too far, and then there's nothing under us. Now the last couple of storms that have hit, we've been whipped around this way, which is very shallow, and we were like inches from the bottom. And like I said, the holding is theoretically not as good as it was where we were right over there. So The dive will tell the tale.
It's pretty grassy there, so I'm nervous about it. Mantis don't hold well in grass, so you can't dig in.
Fish playing right here.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the anchor that long.
No, but I was. She's piled deep in underneath sand and grass, like normal. She's moved a little bit that way. I'm waiting for it to settle down. Fish to play with. I'm holding on to the anchor handle and they're coming right up to me. It'll do.
So this spot gives us a little bit more privacy. It's a little bit more current protection. It's a little shallower, so we've got less chain out. We're hidden from that house over around that corner.
This is how much space you have.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how much that is, but it's not a lot.
But she's pulled right back. It's pulled right back. At high tide, we'd make it over.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if anything happens, let's hope it's high tide.
like it did for the other boat.
Uh-huh.
So what I did is I came in over here. This ridge kind of ends right there, and there's pass through for the water as it heads out the cut. So I came around this way.
Or right here. It's in a deep crevice right here.
Okay.
And it's all grass right there. That's rock, that's grass. This is the highest part of the hump.
Okay.
3 feet. That's 3, right?
Well, I have to measure it.
Right. To the top of my nipple.
We were anchored a little further this way before, and you can see when we swung in during that storm, we got really tight to this shelf here, which is only just over 2 feet deep. So by your measurement, we're talking about 3'9".
Yeah, 3'9" because it was right here.
And we draw 3'6".
Yeah.
So technically, if we were real desperate, we could try and get over it right now.
Yeah. And it's low
just
tide.
get over it.
It's low tide right now.
Oh yeah, it's low tide. Okay.
So if anything happens, we know we're pretty safe if we pull back that way. But if we're pulling back that way over rocks, we're in
Well,
trouble.
we've got more room that way.
And that's where they went over. It's like, geez.